Happy Saturday, villagers. It is so good to see you. It is in the United States Memorial Day weekend, which is up north, the official start of summer. Here, it is the official start of hurricane season and the official end of season. One way or the other, whatever you're doing this weekend, thanks for spending some time with us. So good to see you. It's the Saturday Psychic Sampler. Ask anything you want. The juicier, the better. I will endeavor to answer it. I am live streaming, of course, on YouTube, both horizontal and vertical. That's cool. And also on Twitch, Facebook, and Instagram. So wherever you are, if you have a question, I'm going to attempt to answer it. Let's hop on over to CardCam, where you can see today I have chosen my old beat-up Gilded Tarot. For Ciro Marchetti, this was where it all started. All right. Let's get started. Jeannie Mnuchin, you are up first. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. I feel myself pulled toward a big change. Am still focusing, Am I still focusing well enough on my current work projects? Things seem to be falling in place with the building I'm interested in. That is like so freaking exciting. I can't even believe it. Oh my gosh. And I'm getting help from friends, which is important to the project, but also important to you. I feel like I'm being swept into a new phase of my life quickly and unexpectedly. Am I being assisted by spiritual guides and helpers? What does the universe want me to know about this time, about this potential project and move? And thank you so much for using members only emojis. Okay, so this is a big deal. And in the spirit of full transparency, Jeannie and I have spoken about this privately. So I know the deal. So let's see. This particular project, given that you have friends coming in to help and you have excitement, you have to follow the breadcrumbs from the universe. Like if this is the light that is being held for you, by all means, right? It's the right thing. Now, you have a concern about, and it's the same concern we all have. When you take on something new, you have to keep everything else going. When we look at the projects you've got going on right now and your ability to keep them going as you, continue to explore this particular project, it's fits and spurts. It's gonna feel difficult, but I know you can do this. I know this will be fine. And I know that you have to judge it not in an hour or an afternoon or even a week, but you have to judge it over time. I think it's going to be fine. And when we look at this particular project, recognizing that on one hand, there is a concept, which I think objectively we all agree is a good concept. On the other hand, there is a particular project with a particular address and a particular timeline. What do we think about that? I do not want to say anything other than the concept is good and exploring this project is part of the concept. Follow the breadcrumbs and all will be well. All right. And we wish you, of course, the best of luck. Von Ray, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. This is a hard one. Oh my goodness. We are sending you a lot of love. My question is, what's the point of all the hardships and delays for me? Personally, it makes me feel like I did something wrong or don't deserve my desires. And, this is a really important point, not just for you, Von Ray, but for a lot of us, a lot of people, where in this particular branch of spirituality and many, we sort of say you do the right thing and good things will happen to you. And that's not always the case. Objectively, it's not true. And so I think there can be some gaslighting that we do to one another, which leads us to this idea. It makes me feel like I did something wrong or don't deserve my desires. And I can guarantee you that this is not the case. This is not the case. So what do we do with this? What is the point or purpose? There it is. I'm just going to do the question. What is the point or purpose of the delays and hardships? And the answer is, it's a puzzle for you to solve. It is not meant. It is not meant like, we say, oh, it's a lesson. I feel like it's a puzzle, and once you solve it, it's solved. What is the key to unlocking your happiness? How do you do it? And like, I keep thinking you're doing all the right things in broad strokes, but I think in small strokes, in the day-to-day, there could be things both internal and external that you could slightly change that would unlock things for you. So I think it's a puzzle. And I'm sorry, I know it's hard. Okay. Hey, Linda Rogers over on Instagram. Haven't seen you in a while. Let me know if you have a question. Okay. Here we go. Mix you ear. Thanks for being a member. Question based on the newsletter. Thank you. I was looking at old pictures with my parents and aunt on Monday. We were talking about my weight loss journey and how when I was 16, I thought I was so fat, but now I look back at those pictures and marvel at how beautiful I was. I think you have just encapsulated a universal experience for anyone past a certain age. Because I know I do that too. I remember these pictures where I thought I was so fat or so something. And now I look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't I celebrate this when I had it? Good Lord. Anyway, that's me, not you. Let's go. But I mean, I think we do all feel this way. That's the thing. Now I look back at those pics and marvel at how beautiful I was. I would love some wisdom from Spirit about how to feel that feeling generally, not necessarily related to my body, on a day-to-day basis, so that I don't look back in another 29 years with the same feeling of why, oh gosh, you're going to make me cry. I mean, everyone else listening, we've got a lot of people here. Doesn't this hit you like, this is serious? This is universal. So I don't look back in another 29 years with the same feeling of why did I think those horrible thoughts about myself? Any advice or wisdom from Spirit, and also maybe my ancestors appreciate it. Also, currently have a cold and I'm feeling miserable. Oh no. Would love some healing energy sent my way. Thanks, Village. Definitely sending it. Nalina, yes, this is how I also feel. Teresa, yes. So, Mix You Ear, we are all sending you healing for the cold, but also a lot of appreciation for this unexpected moment of collective healing for many of us of a certain age. Okay? And I think I'm a little older than that median certain age, but that's okay because we all experience this, I think. So, wisdom from Spirit on this specifically for Michelle, Mix You Ear. But anyone listening, this could help us all. How can you appreciate when we look back at those old pictures of ourselves and say, man, at the time I thought I was awkward, fat, geeky, my hair was wrong, whatever. And now we look back and we realize how beautiful we were. What can we do to see our beauty right now so we don't make the same mistake. Mix you here. So the first thing is justice reversed. Teresa, yes, I do exactly this, right? Right? I was just doing it the other day. So I think it's about words of gratitude and appreciation, that we have to be able to be fair with ourselves. And I often find myself thinking we should treat ourselves as nicely as we treat our friends. Like if we're saying something to ourselves that we wouldn't say to a friend, don't freaking say it. Don't say it. Because like if you've got a fat friend, and who doesn't, and sometimes we are the fat friend, no one says to their fat friend, oh, you're so fat. Why are you so fat? They say, you look great in that color. Right? So be fair to yourself like you are your own friend. And have appreciation for yourself. Whether that is a physical feature, whether that is, I am grateful my body is doing what it's doing, or whether it is one of your characteristics, be in gratitude for yourself. Andy, thanks for liking the stream. Right, make sure society tells us we should be a certain way. That often doesn't fit most. But then when we're old enough to not give an F anymore, we've wasted a bunch of our precious time. So freaking true. I think that's why they say youth is wasted on the young. What are we going to do? Okay. Oh, Mixure, I have a note on my mental health app that says, give yourself a compliment like you would to a friend. Every freaking day. Okay. Robin Renee Alberton, that is Dr. Aled over on YouTube. So good to see you on Instagram. A friend just got a position at a college and wants me to come on board because they love you. Should I work for him? Hey, Leisha, thanks for liking the stream. Okay. Hello, Robin Renee. Should I work for him? Should you do this? It's a mixed bag, and I think that's why you're asking, because you know it's a mixed bag. Golly gosh, so, okay, tarot people, gather around. This is what I do when there's not a clear directive. This is what I do. This is what happens if you do. This is what happens if you don't. Huh. Well, since you're going to be miserable either way, sorry, I'm kind of joking, and Robin Renee knows me well enough to know that I'm joking. But neither of these cards, like, which one do you choose, right? Doesn't matter. So what would the advantages be of this? It would be a change. Oh, this might actually help you. It looks hard and difficult, and like there's a Dr. Aled because he's a mess. You are not joking. You are not joking. But there are advantages here. I'm going to say, since you know what you know, and it's fun that you're commenting on like 2 platforms, and I'm seeing it. I love technology when it works. I think if you want to, you might as well, with the caveat that we know he's a mess. And we know that there's going to be days where you're like, why am I doing this? But I think there are advantages here for you. All right. Here we go. Cassandra Revelta, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I officially accepted the elementary PE position for the next school year, meaning that you become the dreaded character of my nightmares. That's hilarious. No, seriously, congratulations. I just had a bad relationship with physical education when I was in elementary school. But congratulations on the new job. That's fabulous. I'm nervous, excited, but looking forward to the change. How will it go for me? Let's take a look. This is so exciting. Robin Renee, you are very welcome, and thanks for doing, like, literally multi-streaming with me. That was too fun. Okay. So, Cassie, Cassandra Revelta, how will being the elementary school PE teacher be for you? Oh, it is literally a whole new world. It is a lot of work. And I mean, you're going to get people who react to you the way I just did, because there's trauma around that. But you know what? There's trauma in every subject. Like, people react to math teachers the same way, right? Here's the thing. It's a whole new world. It literally is. And there's a whole other set of challenges. I think you're really going to like it. I think it's really going to be rewarding. And I think you will not be the gym teacher that traumatizes people. So I think that's going to be great. I think it's a great move, and I'm really excited for you. But there will be an adjustment phase and a learning curve where you're going to be homesick for your own position. Just keep going forward. You will be glad that you did this. Okay. Barbie Bird, good to see you. Hey, the Giants Forge, so good to see you over on Instagram. Reach out to me. I need to know how I can help with your church event coming up in August. Barbie Bird, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. You're at Reiki. That's great. Hang on 1 second here. Let me just catch up how I need to. Okay. It's my dad's 71st birthday today. Happy birthday, Dad. I'd love a birthday reading for him with pleasure, and I'll share it with him as well. Oh, I'm so excited. Bonus, if you can relay any message from his parents' family who have also passed. I know he would like to hear from his loved ones. I love that you have a dad who would be happy to receive such a message. Like, there is this stereotype of our parents, and perhaps especially our fathers, kind of poo-pooing this. And so I'm so grateful for this opportunity. All right, Barbie Bird's dad. We love Barbie so much in this village. She is a gift. You know that. All right. A birthday message for you generally from the universe. As you go into this year, be grateful for the family, for the structure, for the community that sustains you and will sustain you, and look to spend time doing the things you enjoy and with the people you enjoy. Recognize you are an elder who dispenses wisdom, and that is valued. Now, from your own elders who are now in spirit, okay, there's a whole story here. And it is a story about how we learn to love. And it is a story of generational trauma, because everybody's ancestral story is a story of generational trauma, because that's how it works. But your ancestors' message is very clear on how they are watching you learn with each passing year to be a more and more loving human being, to be more loving and forgiving toward yourself and others, and to be the wise person who is trusted and revered. And they see that and they appreciate that. And while they recognize their part in it, they credit you primarily. Happy birthday. All right. Over on Facebook we go, and Twitch. Twitch, Overdoer. You can get a reading. Yes, just let me know what you'd like to know. Put in a question. I'll be happy to answer it. Christine Nally, happy Memorial Day weekend to you. Go ahead and get a question in if you like. Katerina over on Facebook. My psychiatrist suggested we change my medication. Is this going to go well? And I'm not even going to say the names of the medications, but I do recognize them, and I recognize it's a switch. It's not a huge switch. I've been on the new meds for 4 days. Everything seems to be going well. I'm so out of it, I don't really know. And like, that is the hardest thing, man. Meds adjustments. And we know when we need it. You know, it's important, but it's hard. Meds adjustments are hard, and it does take time. Do we think this meds adjustment is going to go well for you? Yeah, you know, you have to give it at least 2 weeks, maybe 3. I think there are ways you are going to like it and ways you aren't. Here's what I'm going to say. If by the time 5 weeks have passed, you are still not feeling right, or if the symptoms get unbearable, go to your doctor and ask for something else. I am not sure this is going to work. I don't want to put my thumb on the scale. I want to say, give it 5 weeks, give it a fair shot. But let's see. Oh, very good. Very good. The Giants Forge is letting us know about a local event coming. That is fabulous. Sticking over on Facebook for just a moment. Kimberly, good to see you. Kimberly, of course, is the medium who rocks. And she's a member over on YouTube. We appreciate you. Kimberly, what's going on with my son? Is he getting in trouble again? Is he manic, using drugs? Is his father being proactive and helping empower him? Also, my daughter saw me working at the psychic fair. I think she was impressed. How is she feeling about seeing me again, especially while doing what I love doing? Very interesting. Okay, I'm going to work backwards. Okay, daughter seeing you at the psychic fair. I think it was relieving to her. I think she was relieved. She's been really worried if you're okay. Like with the daughter, I think the idea is, because really it's you against the entire family, your daughter does not have the courage to stand with what is correct, although she does know what is correct, nor does your daughter have the courage to stand against her father, because his love is conditional. Your love is unconditional, and she knows it. So she knows that when this all shifts, you will welcome her back with open arms. There will not be a problem. She was relieved to see that you are doing well. That's really the energy there. And I think she is angry because seeing you do this, because you could have been doing this all along and you weren't, and there were reasons you weren't. I think she's starting to put some of the puzzle pieces together, which is going to be important. Oh my goodness gracious, Caroline, thank you so much, not only for being a member, but for the generous super sticker. Really appreciate it. Now, Kimberly, regarding your son, I am guessing there is some partying going on, maybe not as heavy as it has been in the past, but some. And I am certain that he is not mentally or emotionally healthy. And I do believe that the bipolar issue is definitely in effect. Let's say that. And, the father is not helpful. Like, we know the father is not helpful. So you know exactly what the situation is, which is why you chose to do the only thing you could. You had two choices: sit there and be part of it, or make another option known. And every day that you are away, you are making another option known. And so you are doing everything you can to help him. There it is. All right. Over on, hang on one second. Over on YouTube Vertical, Destiny. My name is Ludi. Does my glamour magic work? I think with glamour magic, you have to really lean into it, and I think you could lean into it more. And then it would work better. Oh, Quinn Kilharius, thank you for that comment. Ouch, the 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and Devil for that question. Sending positive energy to your son, Medium That Rocks. Yeah, let us all send some love to Medium That Rocks. Trey Cameron, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. May I please have some advice from Spirit? I feel kind of stuck and lost. I was wondering if you were feeling that way, and I am so sorry to hear it. And just one question here. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry you're feeling kind of stuck and lost. And I think a lot of it, Trey, I'm grabbing the truth stick here. I think a lot of it, Trey, is that you want the very things that you're afraid of. You want the very things that you're afraid of. And you're afraid of them, I think, because you're afraid that you'll take something that you want, but it won't be really what you want. And then you'll be in a stuck situation and that will be terrible. Or, I think you have every possible story. But I think you have to figure out that it's okay to want what you want. Let's back up. That you have to know what you want. It's okay to want what you want. And that there's ways to have what you want and minimize the risk. I think those are the things you need to embrace. Let me know. I know you're not here right now, but later on, let me know. I know you will. Hey, Adrija is over on Instagram. Gypsy Grounded in Reality. Layoff happened last week. Nothing happened to me. Hallelujah. We're glad for that. Is that the last layoff grouping, if you will, this year? I would not count on that. They could do one because they're dicks. They could do one even at the beginning of Q4. I'm not saying they will, but they might. And do I feel like you'll be affected in that? Not necessarily, Adrija. I know your supervisor is on you a lot, but I actually think you're quite valued. All right. And over on YouTube Vertical, Humble Beginnings. I feel like I'm not hearing Spirit. I guess I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing, or I just don't have clarity. Yeah, I get it. We all feel that way sometimes. And I'm also going to say, Humble Beginnings, none of us, not even those of us that live incredibly psychically, None of us has an internal GPS that works all the time. And so I think the first thing you have to do, humble beginnings, is like breathe and recognize this is completely normal. And that anyone who is walking around like, oh, spirit guided me to do this and to do this and to do this. And, you know, like spirit is telling them how to like eat their breakfast. And I can guarantee you they're full of crap. Okay. So I think the more you let go of that, and the more you deal with the things that you're feeling, which include anger and frustration, and the more you apply logic to the situation, the more you'll start to hear that internal guidance. All right. Yeah, the Giant's Forge. Man, life is really all about trying to understand the choices we make. So true, so true. And Gypsy grounded in reality, will the supervisor be affected? Wouldn't it be awesome if the awful supervisor went away? Adrija, don't get your hopes up, but it could happen. Just saying. Humble beginnings. Okay, I feel better knowing that. It's true. It's really, really, really true. All right. 64, Amy Penn, my friend. Thanks for being here. I passed on a job this week due to how much driving to and from the office. Did I make the right decision? So first of all, let's lean in to feeling good about the offer, the fact that you got the offer. Like, you know, it's always good to get an offer, even if you didn't take it, the fact that you got an offer is good. Did you do the right thing passing on it? I mean, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. I think you took a good look at what that would do to you, what the commute time would do to you, and how that would feel. And I think you made exactly the right decision. All right. Here we go to Caroline McLaughlin. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. And thank you for the super sticker. Okay. I missed you all yesterday. May I please have a message from the cards? Not doing too well emotionally. I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. Let's everyone send some healing love to Caroline, who is like Caroline is one of the pillars of this community. My goodness. We love you so much. So you're like the president of the village council, I swear to goodness. So here is the message. And it's exactly what I was already saying. To remember that you are loved. To remember that you are loved. That's super important. Secondly, I think you need to do everything you can right now to psychically, spiritually, and emotionally wrap yourself in bubble wrap right now. Like nothing egregious. Nothing like watch what you're consuming, like no fighting, nothing, like everything needs to be like gosh darn unicorns and rainbows for a little while right now, because you need time to recover. You have been through a lot. You have had some loss, and you need time to grieve, and you need time to heal, and you are always there helping other people do that, and now you need time to do that. So give yourself that space. All right. Karina Morrison, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members only emojis. We appreciate you. Should I go back to catering or wait until more teaching opportunities and nannying opportunities come up? Always a tough question, because I know teaching is more in the world where you want to be. But let's take a look. Huh. You know, there is wisdom here in going back to catering. I am sorry to say it, but there is wisdom there. And the thing is none of these things are mutually exclusive. Like, you can go back to catering and still be open for these other things. And none of these are where you really want to be, but you're trying to get to where you want to be. Hey, Destiny, thanks for being here. I think I already did a question for you. We only do one question per person, but thanks for being here. Come back next week. So what I'm going to say, Karina, I don't think that going back to catering cuts off any other opportunities. And I think it would be grounding and it might open up some new opportunities for you. So I'm going to say yes. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. And thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. What does Spirit want you to know? Wow. These two kings, the king of money and the king of love, one's reversed, one's upright. We can joke that it's hard to have both. You can have one or the other. I don't know. But I think there is something here, Smile Soul 20, about your personal growth, that you are growing emotionally, that you are growing in your courage, looking for love, which you will find. You may find love before you find a new job, but ultimately, you are working to improve both of these aspects in your life, and ultimately, you will be successful. All right, Penny, it's your turn. A penny for your thoughts. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year, and thanks for being a moderator. Hey, Martin Advisory Group, thanks for joining over on Instagram. All right. Penny for your thoughts. I'm at my real house where internet is just predictably unpredictable, so I'll write it now so I know you might not be here. Okay, good. I wonder if it's time to find the house with a back garden closer to the school now. One of those old quaint places close to the old fortress. The card said I will find one, but we'll have to move a few times before I do. I'm at my 2 houses now. I don't like it there. Feel like moving. Okay, I understand that feeling. I call it itchy feet. All right, let's take a look. Is it time to move for Penny? Let practicality decide. It's got to be all about what is best for your bank account and your well-being. Those are the 2 things. Measure it out. This cannot be an emotional decision. It has to be a practical one, but your mental health can be taken into account. All righty. Anna K, so good to see you. I've been looking forward to this one. Anna K. Someone that was really important to me in the past reached out after 7 years, and it was like we spoke yesterday. I know that feeling. What will come out from us reconnecting? My guard is up, and I still don't think he's the man I deserve, but was wondering, like, WTH, and why is this happening? Well, let's take a look. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, frankly, Anna, you could definitely get laid here. And I feel like there is a connection where this could lead to that kind of a thing. But when I look at, like, on some spiritual level, I don't trust this and I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be crude. I don't mean to be crass. But it is very interesting that when there's something that has an edge to it, I kind of immediately go there. And I recognize that that feeling of reconnection feels really nice and really good. And objectively it is. And I'm not trying to piss in your Cheerios. No, I am not. But I am saying, be really careful, because this has an interesting tale. This is a delicious beverage with a heck of a hangover. And I think you know that. And I think that this could very easily turn into something more than a delightful conversation. And I think he would like that to happen. I don't know if there's a way to play without having to pay in the long run. So if you decide to play, just be really careful with your heart. Good luck. All right. Pip, so good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. I'm just wondering if there's anything Spirit would like me to know, please. Okay, you're watching the replay. Great. Drop a comment when you do. Like, that's the thing, y'all. If you are watching the replay, please drop a comment. It may take me a minute to get to respond, but I do really appreciate it. All right. Here we go. What does Spirit want Pip to know? Ooh. I said that just like my granddaughter does. Ooh. Hey, Revival of Venus, good to see you. So, Pip, we have two things here. We have work and money and skill development and business building and bank account building. And we have creativity, but we also recognize that the Ace of Wands also looks the way it looks for a reason. And so there is, in a way, a choice between work and play. And understandably, there has been some focus on play. And, you know, sometimes that's a great thing, and sometimes you touch the fire, you're going to get burned. This is the Ace of Fire. Keep a good balance here. And do not neglect what you need to do to make sure you are good and stable and moving yourself forward. Put your creative energy here. I see you on TikTok. I know you are. Keep doing it. All right. Hang on 1 second. I just want to check something. Okay. Revival of Venus is looking for her question. Any moderator here, if you can let her know. Okay, it's there. Revival of Venus, it's there, and I have not gotten to it yet. Anna K, you did miss your reading, and it's awesome. So go back and then come back here and comment post haste, please. Okay, Vanilla, here we go. Can I have cards about my future husband? What I see is a person that you will have a very good connection with. A person who is kind and generous and a good provider. That is what I can tell you. Not a bad package there. Oh, what did I just say? Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to say that, but I did. Okay. Jennifer, good to see you. Can you tell me about 3 girls who gossiped about me in the class? It is almost a year, but I feel it like a trauma. I get it. What are their intentions now? Any advice about them from my guides? Girl, I don't think they even remember you. Like, it's your trauma, but for them, it was a Tuesday. I think it's time for you to let this go, because I don't think it's an issue now. For them, I know it is for you, but not for them. Julie, I wrote my exams in March. I'll get my results in June. What do you think? Will I be made to write again or get through it this time? You've got 4 subjects. Okay, so let's see. 1, you definitely, here's what I'm going to say. I think you passed 3. You may have to do 1 again, maybe. All right. Okay. We have Revival of Venus. You're up right now. I was just looking for you. How will my month of June go? Good question. It is indeed the month of June coming up. There will be some difficulty and some healing. There will be some learning. My gosh, 2 5s. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Revival of Venus to the front of the room. Here we are. It's not going to be your easiest month, but the opportunity here to learn and to grow and to do great stuff and to get great recognition is all there. So stay positive. Stay positive. Do not get weighed down. Be decisive. And look specifically for career and professional growth. There it is. Okay. Okay, Set on YouTube Vertical. Good to see you. Feel like I'm going crazy. Want to know what's going on? Oh my gosh. I am so sorry you're feeling that way. That's hard. And okay, I don't think there's anything terrible here. I do feel like you need to get closure to some things that have been hurtful that did not go your way. And that's where the focus needs to be. I wouldn't over spiritualize it. It's unfortunate. It's hard. But find your closure and be able to get that healing and move on. That's what's necessary. Good luck. We are all sending you some love. Okay, and Herbal Ricci. Do I have to go away from here? Herbal Ricci, only one question. So let me ask that. No, only one question. Do you have to go away? A new journey might be helpful, but it does not necessarily have to be geographic. You could just do something different. And Unique over on YouTube Vertical. Will Jonathan always act like we can work, but act confused only to keep me looped from moving on? Ugh, I am so sorry that's happening for you. I hate that. Nine of Wands reversed. I think this is the MO, and I think you're onto it. Yes, this is the cycle. This is what's going to happen. When people show you who they are, remember it the first, believe it the first time. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Unique. Time to be done. So sorry. All right. Teresa, thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Will I receive an offer for my latest interview or the upcoming one? There is an opportunity here. I believe it's possible both of them. I'm not sure, but I am doing all the magic, but really optimistic. Really optimistic, seriously. All right. Nalini Kalu, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. In a bit of a funk today, so sorry. Sick and mad about it. Excuse me. Yeah, I understand. I'm not sick, but I can feel it. It's my only weekend off in 2 months. Grampy passed away on Monday. I'm so sorry. My ex, who's not allowed to think of me, messaged me to say thanks for everything I did for Grampy when he was alive. That stirred up slight emotions, mainly a little angry. And I guess, hang on a minute, sorry. I guess the only question I have is, did my ex have physical relationships with people when we were married? And if so, was it men and women? I don't even know why I'm asking, but I feel like I should. And I feel like my specific questions are too juicy sometimes. Well, first of all, everyone, sending you so much love. Everyone send love to Nalini at the loss of her grandfather. You know, that is really a tough thing. So your ex, you are asking questions about your ex's fidelity during your marriage, and recognizing that I do not know all or see all. And what I say does not hold up in divorce court, but that ship has sailed. Here's the thing. Like, you know how I feel about the son in this context. Excuse me, not very good. It really makes me feel like, this is the kind of person who would cheat, because this is the kind of person who does, like, what I get from this person is altruistic narcissist. Had to reach out to you because he has to take some of this grief for himself, right? That's what that's about. There's nothing here that suggests specific infidelity. And in fact, there's a lot here that would suggest no, he did not. But the fact is, he's the kind of guy who did whatever he wanted to do. If he wanted to, he would have. I don't necessarily think he did, though, but that doesn't mean he was a good person. All right. I'm talking about him like he's dead. He's not. Sorry. All right. Here we go. Martha, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Mom is now in assisted living for respite and continued physical therapy, and asking when she's going to be able to come home. I think it's a good sign. I told her she needs to work at getting stronger. Will she be able to come home in a month or 6 weeks? All right. Martha, it's hard to say. I think you need to be prepared that this could be a longer journey, and her needs could be greater than what could be provided for at home, perhaps for a little bit longer. I'm thinking closer to 7 weeks. Yeah. And I do feel like your dad, maybe her dad too, who knows, with her, really trying to help her. Okay. Playboy Bunny, good to see you. Wondering how Dan and Tim are feeling about me. Okay. So Dan likes to talk to you, and finds you like there's things about you he really enjoys. He finds you comforting. Tim is much more transactional. If this was a choice between two men, I don't really love either of them, to be honest, but they both like you. All right. Allie Mammon, good to see you. Thanks for being here. How could I become more disciplined? And could you please see if my body is healthy? Okay, so not a doctor. I will tell you what I think. But if you've got questions, go see a doctor, seriously. Okay. What do I think about your health, though? I think that you may need some knowledge that you don't yet have. Is what I'm going to say to that. And I don't think it's bad, but I think you should see a doctor. There may be some ways you're trying to take care of yourself that aren't really working for you. And there may be other ways that would be better. Now, how do I become more disciplined? I think you have to think about the gain, you have to think about the opportunity, and you have to be fair to yourself in terms of what you're requiring of yourself. All right. Dorella, good to see you. Did my sister-in-law go to the feast with my sister? I think they did. And I think that's interesting because I wonder if there's been some conflict between the two of them. But yes, I think they did. Oh my goodness, as I live and breathe, Jean Trawatha, so good to see you. Thanks for being here today. Let me know if you have a question. All right. Who is next? It's LP, my friend. It's good to see you. I guess my question will be, should I go on a date with a guy I'm talking to on Tinder? And also, should I go on a date tomorrow? There's a weird energy. I keep being told my ex was perfect for me, and I messed it up, but I doubt that's true. Who's telling you that? LP, you're here right now. Who's telling you that? Like, I'm just going to do that right this minute. Like, was your ex perfect for you and you messed it up? No. No, your ex was good. Oh, the lies in your head. Okay. Here's the truth stick. Yeah, no. That is the lies in your head. You're absolutely right. Okay. So. Okay. So here it is. Should you go on a date with the guy you're talking to? I don't love this person. I want to give it another shuffle. Hang on. Okay. I don't love this person. Yeah, there were definitely issues, LP. Yes. And those are the hardest, aren't they? The people who are good people, but have bad issues. And we have to go based on the issues, not their hearts. It's so hard. I don't love this one, LP. Do I think it would be bad to go on a date? LP, I don't love this one. I'm so sorry. I mean, never would I want to discourage anyone from going on a date, but I don't love this one. Okay. Imee. Found a job, but not compatible. Hey, Bobby, thanks for the follow. Any advice about this job? It was hard to find. I would say keep looking for another job and then leave as soon as you have it. Right, LP, I'm glad you could see that with your own eyes, right? Okay. Asa Nesabe, good to see you. I tried to speak with my ex. I said to one of my friends, tell her to forget me. Did he mean it? Should I move on? I'm so sorry you're going through this. This is hard. Yes, I'm sorry, but this is the truth. It's time to move on. Joyous Ocean, my friend, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. There are complexities with the will and a nasty neighbor with the fire. Will my son be able to keep the house? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is hard. I think the law will be on your side, though. I think the law will be on your side. Christine Nally, I believe, yes, I did you. I believe I did you, yes. So this is a tough one, Joyous Ocean, and he's going to have to fight, but I think the law will be on his side. Get a good attorney. All right. Here we go. Asa, I am so sorry. You are going through a tough time. I do know it. All right, Gemini Sun, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Everyone, we have a members-only live stream coming up on Tuesday, and I'll be rescheduling the members-only recording of Taroscopes very shortly, probably this weekend. Also, if you have a StaarCon 5 ticket, I'm in the AfterGlow Lounge tomorrow at 4 p.m. Yeah, Christine, ask it again. Go ahead. Gemini Sun, here we go. When will I meet my person partner? Gemini Sun, you must be patient and you must be a good partner to yourself first. Jeannie, Jean Trawatha, I see your question. You are in the queue. I will absolutely get to you. Absolutely. Oh, Christine Nally, I did not see that question. Let me do that in just a moment. Thank you. Oh, did I answer Christine Nally? Early I did. Okay, Christine, you can wind back. The control room is telling me I did answer your question, so you can go back and grab it. Gemini Sun, here's the thing. You must be a good partner to yourself first. That's really the key. It could take a while, and you need to be okay with that. You have sort of internally some socialized ideas about being single or being with Mr. Right now versus Mr. Right, and you need to let go of all of that. And honestly, as soon as you're in that and as soon as you're comfortable in your own rhythm and life with yourself and your kid, that's when you're going to meet someone good. All right. That was not the answer you wanted. Sorry, but there it is. Justine, so good to see you. You are the inspiration for the members only live stream coming up. Hey, suspicious username over on Twitch, go ahead and give me a question. That's what you got to do. Jean, you are very welcome. Justine, here we go. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. I wonder if the cards see it being a good overall positive experience for me to join my mom and her friends to Galveston next weekend to celebrate my cousin's birthday. I think that there might be other things that you would rather do. No shade on anybody, but I feel like there are some recurrent themes that will come up that maybe you'd like to avoid. All right. Over on, I'm sorry? Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, Anna K. OMG, you're reading so spot on. A delicious beverage with a heck of a hangover. Yep. So right. Last time the heartbreak almost cost me my eyesight. I wish there was a way to play without paying. Okay, here we go. Dupree over on YouTube Vertical, a health reading. Obviously, your doctor is your best source of health information. I feel like there is some new information that you could use, and there are some things you've been doing over time that maybe are not the best. So a change might be good. And suspicious username over on Twitch. What kind of job does Spirit suggest? You should not be a teacher or a writer. You should maybe have your own business. I think being a business owner might be really good for you. And honestly, something that really uses your skills and abilities, maybe something that involves the use of tools in some way. Okay. Oh, a tarot question. How do I pick a deck? So there's the workhorse decks for in-person use, the workhorse decks for online reading use, and the workhorse decks for live stream use. 3 completely different animals. How I pick a deck for each live stream, it's different. So it's different for each and every time. How I pick a deck for the Saturday Psychic Sampler, I like to switch it up so you can see different decks. And I like to use decks that have been workhorse decks so that I can go quickly. Okay, so up next it is Quinn Kilharius. Renata, good to see you. How does R feel about me? We are friends, and we were really close 3 years ago. We've been reconnecting, and it's been really great. But I would like to know how he feels. He used to be one of my besties. Okay, it is not romantic. It is not romantic. And honestly, it is not romantic, and he is not a ride or die. It is nice to reconnect, but do not depend on him. And that's not about how he feels about you. It's about who he is. It's about who he is. It is okay to be friends with him, but recognize that you're going to have to match his energy. Hey, Nebulous Goat King, so good to see you, Briani. Your question is coming up. And Christiana also has a very impressive deck collection, which you have seen and you haven't seen for years, and it's bigger than it used to be. Oh my gosh, it's true. It's true. Okay, Vanessa Sullivan on Vertical. No, here we go. What's it going to take to get my ex to pay child support? Constantly having to take him to court, going again in August. That's all you can do. There's like nothing else you can do. Eventually, the law will take care of it. You just have to keep taking him to court. I am so sorry you're going through this, but it's all you can do. It's all you can do. I'm so sorry. Abrahami, I'm almost 30. Will I ever find love? Yes, and actually probably in the next 4 years, but you need to go looking for it. Yeah, Vanessa, that's right. You got to get his butt in jail. Okay, Joanne. Joanne Lieza, good to see you. Thanks for being here. No, I'm so sorry to hear this. Oh no. Another issue at work for me. I feel like the person is being coached by my team lead to try to get me in trouble. Is that happening? Is there a conspiracy here? Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, I don't think that's what's happening, but B, it is best not to lean into that idea, because even if it is happening, there's nothing you can do to prove it, and it's just going to eat at you. So I'm going to say, let's not look at it that way. And hang on, let me, lost my place here. Give me a minute. Second. There it is. There it is. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. She sent an email to me and CC'd my boss expressing she was upset with me. Will this get me in trouble, or will my boss give me the benefit of the doubt? So you got to see that email. You were copied. And you can see inconsistencies. Now, I know that there is a whole history here of the inconsistencies not mattering. But I think if you're strategic about this, you can handle this and maybe put a stop to the harassment once and for all. So I'm going to say, handle this strategically with the boss. Don't worry about getting in trouble, not getting in trouble, benefit of the doubt, not benefit of the doubt. Prepare your case, prepare your strategy, and fix this, because this is your opportunity to fix it. Okay, but what you do will make the difference. All right, Jenny, good to see you. Would a date with Victor be a fun idea? Tarot readers. Well, okay. Like, I don't love it. I don't think it's harmful. I think if you want to do it, it's okay. You know, there's some positivity there, but I don't think there'd likely be a second date. Let's put it that way. Hey. TK, so good to see you. Karen Tillich, glad you are here. You do so many interesting things. Oh my gosh. I have a gig to do DJ and karaoke open mic locally. Can I grow this gig and make some good cash with it in Canada? Oh my gosh, I can see it now. This is such a perfect gig for you. Oh my gosh, you have to get out and sing and dance sometimes though. Let's see. And that's why it would be so good. Yes. This is so freaking good. I mean, I knew it was in my heart, but look at this. You read the cards well enough to know. You must do this. Claire C., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. I'm not sure about a trip out west to rendezvous with my niece. Why am I sensing it may not go well? Ooh, I hate that feeling. Let's take a look and see what we see. I think you're recognizing it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be hard. It's going to be expensive. I think you're recognizing it's a lot. I don't know that it wouldn't go well in some terribly drastic way, but it may be a lot. And so it's okay to not go, is really what I'm saying. Okay. Okay. Who is next? Nebulous Goat King, Briani, so good to see you. I was just thinking about you the other day, wondering how you're doing, Briani. Thanks for being here. I'd love to know, what is the next move happening between myself and BB? I do not. Ooh. Okay. This is all over the map, Nebulous Goat King Briani. There's a next and a next after that, and it's up and down and in still. It's all over the place. Be careful. Be well protected in every way. There is something here, but it is weird. And it's weird. It's likely to be weird with some nice moments in between the weirdness. Ha ha ha, Nebulous Goat King, you know I always show up when you summon me. Indeed. Yeah, Claire, see, I think that's wise. I really do. I think your intuition is correct here. Not for any big, bad, terrible thing, just for it not being fun. And if you're going to spend money and it's not fun, what is the point? Excuse me. Oh, Martha, that makes sense as well. Sure. All right, Morgana the Great, good to see you. I've been smelling cigarette smoke randomly. No one in my house smokes. Is it something spiritual or is it something beyond the physical world? I believe so. I believe it is a loved one in spirit who smoked coming in to say hello. I fully believe this. Melissa Grosso, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. I was running to an export council meeting last week, and during the meeting, export. I'm like, what is export? No, export. I know what export is. That's so funny. I was running to an export council meeting last week, and during the meeting, Eddie Haskell was staring at me with dark eyes, like super evil eyes. Caught me off guard. Hang on a minute. But I just kept rolling with the meeting. What was that all about? It was super creepy. Okay, first question. Was it intentional? I don't think it's intentional. Was he thinking bad thoughts about you in that moment? Yes. I think he was privately thinking bad thoughts about you, but didn't realize that you could know that. And maybe it's because you are intuitive and you've been working on your intuition. So maybe no one else would be able to see it. Maybe only you saw it because you have leveled up in your intuition and your ability to see this. So now, what's he planning, or what's he thinking, or why is he looking at you with ire? Because he wants what you have and he doesn't want to work for it. Is there anything bad that's going on here? No, not more than the usual. So I think the key here is I think the key here is you did exactly what you needed to do. You just go along with your business. But the most important thing was the question you didn't ask, but here's the answer. Yes, your psychic slash intuitive abilities have leveled up. Work with that. All right, Febborn, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. What positive changes can I expect in my life in the coming months? And what are the next steps I can take in my personal development? Great questions. Okay. Febborn. I think a lot of healing from the past. I think a lot of new honesty and understanding. And I think a lot of healing and new opportunity for prosperity and abundance. It's good stuff. Now, you asked, what can you do in terms of personal development? And the answer is show up for these things. Show up for healing. Show up for honest introspection and conversation. That'll draw you forward. There it is. Yeah, Melissa, that all makes sense. And you are very welcome. Okay, Leslie Jones. Sometimes you have to drink some tea before you spill the tea. All right, Leslie Jones. Is the man I'm looking for, like, does he actually exist? I've been doing manifestation and visualizations, but sometimes I wonder if such a person can really be real in this lame male epidemic. And I do understand. It's difficult. I do understand. But, I mean, does the perfect man exist? Of course not. Does the perfect man for you exist? Absolutely. Absolutely. The manifestations are good, but also do the work out in the world. Actively work to meet people. Actively work to go places and do things. And don't worry. Enjoy your life. Lean into your life. Enjoy your life, and you will meet him. Hey, not even Mochi. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have a question over on Twitch. Jean Trawatha, my good friend. Somewhere in the dark recesses of YouTube are videos of Jean Trawatha, our friend Carolyn, and I playing music together during the pandemic. It's true. All right, Jean, it's so good to see you. What direction shall I focus on now? Like travel, spiritual, what? Spending time with friends. And if that's traveling to visit with friends, then do that. If that's hanging out with friends here, like wherever you are, do that. And also creative. Not even Mochi, thanks for the follow. Also creative, Jean. Whether that is in, like you do so many different things. It could be writing, it could be photography, it could be music, it could be painting, it could be anything. But friends and creativity. If you have to travel to do that, do that. If you don't have to travel to do that, then don't travel to do that. I live right near a nice beach, just saying. Okay. Not even Moki. Like, is someone new going to come into my life? Not as quickly as you would like. It's taking longer than you would like, but it will happen. And in the meantime, there are other things for you to focus on, but it will happen, and it will happen within the next 6 months. All right. Karina Gallant, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. If I work really hard this weekend, after I'm done, will I be able to complete my commitment with my job from home by Sunday at midnight? Will you be able to reach your goals? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tight. I am telling you that it feels almost impossible. So you may have to really push, or you may have to prioritize. Good luck. Scorpio Darkness, good to see you. Let me know if you have a question. Jean, grab your guitar and ukulele and come visit me. Rashi, good to see you. Rashi Tiagi, I'm probably not pronouncing your name correctly, and I deeply apologize. but I'm very glad you're here. Am I in a karmic relationship? It's getting so tough day by day to stay with him. Am I at fault or him? You know, karmic relationships are lots of things, but there's no reason. Like, look at what we're looking at here, everybody. I don't see this working. I don't see this working. Like, I feel like if the karmic relationship is the karmic relationship, it means you're going from lifetime to lifetime trying to make it work. And maybe you'll make it work in the next lifetime. But this lifetime, I would say, stop fighting a losing battle and go look for the person you can win with. That's what I would say. Jeannie, I agree. Jean Trawatha, I absolutely agree. I don't know why I think you're Jeannie today, but you are. Okay. Lumen, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I want to ask if I should put more effort into booking an event while abroad in Europe next month, or just go as initially intended for rest, inspiration, and letting spirit guide my travels. That is such a smart question. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's the thing. Let your travels be spirit guided, but then if an event books, that's part of it and you do it. I think an event will book, but I don't think you have to like bang your head against a wall to make it happen. Put it out there, let it happen. And if it does happen, great. If it doesn't happen, you still have a great trip. That's how you want to do it, I think. Sounds so good. Okay, Scorpio Darkness over on Twitch, a general love reading. I think there are ways that either now or in the past, you lie to yourself when it comes to relationships. When it comes to what's possible in a relationship, when it comes to what you want or don't want, when it comes to what you allow or don't allow. I think if you could get to a better place of truth within yourself, your results would be better. Okay. Who is next? Oh my goodness. All righty. From my perspective, and I'm just scrolling through looking. Hey, Michelle's Mystic Corner. Good to see you. Glad you're here. It is, from my perspective, it is last call for readings, y'all. I want to thank you all so much for being here. If you have a StaarCon 5 ticket, I'm going to be in the Meeting Hall Lounge tomorrow, 4 p.m. Onyx Elevance, doing a workshop on mediumship with tarot. I want to thank people helping out with super chats and super stickers. I want to remind the members that we have a members-only live stream coming up on Tuesday. And I am available for readings all weekend. I work all weekend. So there are links in the description and also in the chat to book with me. Please do. And I would love a chance to spend some time with you. Okay, couple of questions. Here we go. Back to card cam we go with Baby Cakes. Good to see you. I will ask, what is June going to look like for me? Opportunity for some healing. Some things not going the way you want, and some things very much going the way you want. So very up and down. Very up and down. But some good things there. Some good things there. Oh, Sandra, we love, love, love you. Thank you so much for your kind words. Zach, am I going to win a large lottery prize? Don't spend money you don't have, but you might get some moderately sized winnings. That could happen. Martha, give your mom our love. All right, my friends. Once again, last call for readings, y'all. I appreciate all of you so very much. Again, book your reading with me. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, right, baby cakes. Up and down, old story. Exactly. My friends, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Whatever you're doing, I will look forward to seeing you soon. Take good care.